This is a picture that my daughter done, Divinity Langley. Uh, Dominique is her birth name, but it's beautiful. She just sent it to me from Atlanta. It's $40. Um, it's on canvas and it's oil. It's already framed. She sends these FedEx. I don't even know if, okay, I'm sorry, I was holding it wrong. So there it is. Dominique, thank you very much. She is an up and coming artist. You can hit her up on Facebook, Divinity A. Langley. And I'll leave a link in the description. And she does a lot of earthy paintings. She does a lot of stars and space and cosmos, and she's very smart. She's very into the whys and wherefores of the universe, just like her pops. And it's just a pretty dope picture. She has a lot of them, and she basically does this at home. Gets out a bunch of paintings and lays down some canvas and goes at it like a true artist. If you look at the color and the color contrast, it's just off the chain. You look at the light source, so we can talk technical. You see the light source coming from this planet, and the shade here, so you understand where the light source is. Here's the shade here, and you can tell that it's afar off because of how dark the shade is compared to here. This is actually a reflection, so I'm going to guess that it's water. So it's a reflection of this, of some type of water. I'm gonna take a stab at that. This is obviously not Earth, so she's using her imagination. This could be any planet she wants it to be. That's what's dope about being an artist. You can make anything any kind of way you want. And you also look at the shading on this planet here. It's more of a Mars color. This is going to be more of a, I don't know, what's a brown planet out there out of 9 of them in our solar system? I don't even know all the planets out there. I guess I better, get up on my planets because she loves planets. And so I need to, really start studying the Stones of Fire so we can have an intellectual conversation, and or I could be able to understand what she's saying, because I know she's going to come with some atmosphere, stratosphere type of stuff, and I need to start getting up on that just so I can keep up with her. What else do I want to say about the picture? She has pictures, like it'll be one here and then it'll be another one beside it. So she has one of those, some of those too. She's really into Gemini and things along that source. I know this is kind of dark, but this is actually a beautiful hue of blue here, shaded. It's just incredible. I love it because when you look at it, all of this right here is just beautiful because there's reds and browns and yellows in here, and then it just goes to a solid black, and I just love it because it's like, where is the sun or whatever is causing this light? It just makes you stare at it. This is the reason why I bought it, because it makes you stare at it and using a logical sense of what we know, and then going, okay, well, if this is there, then what's, you know what I mean? It just kind of makes you look into it in a more astute view. And then you have this is a blue, but it's not a sky blue, it's a dark blue. And then it shades into, which is beautifully shaded into a black, a solid black here. So space being up here, and whatever is causing this light is causing it to turn into a bluish tint. So Yeah, a dark bluish tint. So I'm really looking at it going, oh my God, there could be so many stories just to this, just to these lines here. But I went to 2 years of art school, so this is the way we talk. You guys are just going, it's just a painting. But when you start looking at the thought process of someone who made the picture, it's not just a painting to them. These are actual places to them. This is an actual planet in their imagination. And who's to say it's not really a planet? You know what I mean? Who's to say that when you dream or when you think of look, the word said there's nothing new under the sun. So who's to say that this planet doesn't exist? This Europa isn't out there somewhere. This solar system with 3 planets, or a moon, a planet, or 3 moons, that are closely aligned and hovering around each other at close radius. Who's to say that this can't be? You know what I mean? So I like pictures like this to help me stretch my imagination so I could look at it for a while, guess, then I can put my own spin on things. And then I can, in this case, since it's my daughter, I can actually ask those questions and say, what is this? Uh, is this Jupiter? Is it like, is this something like Jupiter? What's the name of this planet? Did you name this planet? And being that she's young, beautiful, and very into this, she might go as far and say, I never even thought about that, what the names are. And she might start naming them and then get deeper into that type of thing. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there's a space for people who think like that. It's a little play on words. But there's a place for people who think in those categories and those lights and those creative venues. And big names look at that. People who are out there, you don't know who could look at that and say, you know what, I like that idea. Because a lot of our video games are all in space and stuff like that, and somebody could pick it up and license it. And it's just that easy. Somebody can pick it up and say, you know what, I like that idea. Copyright it, get at us. And that's what I'm about. I'm not just about, this is just a picture. I'm about copyright it, license the name, license the world, make more of this worlds, universe, and just to do it for fun and for the love. And who knows who can pick up on it and say, that's dope. But you don't need their validation because you're just doing it for the love. So, like I said, this is a picture by my daughter, Divinity. Her real name is Dominique, but her artist name is Divinity Langley. And I'm just really, really proud of her. And I just love her pictures. And she's, like I said, she's young. She's an adult, but she's young. And I can tell that once she gets in and out of art school again, gets back into art school and graduates, this picture, even though I like it the way it is, there's going to be so much more depth to what she's doing. And, a lot of people don't steer their children towards art because artists don't, it's a hard field to make a living off of. And she knows this. But it doesn't mean that she can't enjoy herself with the time she has. And in the situation she's at right now, she could really dig deep into her artist side without people slamming her and, get out there and get a 9 to 5 and all this other stuff. I'm not even pushing her to do that. I'm pushing her to realize her position. And I'm not even pushing her. When we talk, this is what I talk about. Say, get an art degree if you want one, but collaborate that with something else that the world needs. If you have something that the world loves, it's cool. But when they're done loving it, they won't demand you. But if you have something that they need, regardless if they love you or not, they're gonna need it. So, you know, my family is big into the military. We're big into the medical industry, and we're big into being artists. So she has that choice to be an artist. And if that doesn't work, she can fall back on something the world needs, but always do this for the love, just like the rest of her family. It's your boy Tone 202. Thanks for watching.